For most clients, personal training in a gym is a very expensive, inconvenient, and inefficient process. You're basically telling somebody, you need to pay me to be your babysitter, watching every single set, every single rep. And if you don't show up, by the way, in this exact location at exactly 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you show up 5 minutes late, well, you miss 5 minutes of your workout. Come on, we can do better than that. The fitness industry can do better than that. The old model of training in a gym, selling sessions and packages that start at a predetermined time in a predetermined location is inefficient. It's bad for the client. It's bad for the trainer. The old model of fitness is one where business dictates fitness. You have to fit into this perfect little schedule because that's the only way that we can do it. You have to show up at this location. You have to pay for every minute that you're with me because you're taking up my time, and that makes sense. You should pay for the time that you're with me, but there's no way that you need me to count every single rep that you work with. People need trainers, people need coaches when they need a coach. They need to have somebody there when they need somebody there. They don't need somebody there every minute. They shouldn't be paying for somebody every minute. That's a bad use of my time as the trainer. That's a bad use of the client's time and the client's money. What online training does and hybrid training does is it reverses that. It makes it so fitness now dictates business, where we can create a model that is more cost effective. Right now we can work with more people in a more cost-effective way, allowing us to open up our services to not just the affluent, but to people who really, really need it. It's more convenient. Now you're not stuck to a specific location. Now you can train somebody in Germany at the same time as you're training somebody in Thailand, just because they fit into your perfect client avatar, your perfect client model. Now you can work at, if your best time to work is at 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning, hell yeah, that's when you're going to write your programs, right? You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. and be a slave to your clients' schedules. Your clients don't need to rush home from work. I had a client who was the head of psychiatry at a major hospital in Toronto. You're telling me that because he didn't show up at 4:30 p.m. on the dot on Tuesday, he can't get the full advantage of his training with me? Well, I got news for you. Some sort of an emergency in the psych ward at a hospital is probably more important right now. And him showing up 5 minutes late should not be an extra stress on his life. This dude has enough stresses on his life. Okay? Personal training, coaching the goal of that should be to remove stresses from clients' lives, not adding to it. The old model that's inefficient, where business is dictating this fitness, it adds stresses to these clients' lives. And that is exactly the opposite of what we should be doing. And I hate that. Online training, hybrid training fixes this. Fixes the location, fixes the scheduling. Let's say that your client goes away on the weekends, right? They go up to their cottage or whatever, or they travel for work, like they can't make it into that one gym. Well, cool. They can still train. They can still get the direction, the support, and the accountability from you. You don't have to be there in person. And then the final piece is one that I think is not stated enough. A client now gets to choose who they get to work with. They can follow people online anywhere in the world, and they can decide who they get to work with. They don't just happen to walk into the one gym that happens to be close to their house, meet with a slimy salesperson who says, hey, there's one guy that happens to be the new guy at the gym, or there's one gal who happens to be the new gal at the gym who is perfect for you. The person is not actually perfect for the client. The client certainly doesn't believe that that person is perfect for them, and they get paired with them. Now, the client can go online, follow people's content, get in contact with a host of people, and choose whoever they want to work with anywhere in the world. What's the result of this? Self-efficacy grows. Now they believe that what they're doing is actually going to work. The results will be better, their adherence will be better, and they'll get more out of the experience. This is why people use online personal training.